So, I would like people of TikTok and YouTube to help me out on this one. I'm trying to still look for some logic sense in all this. So, let me try to explain to you guys what the situation is that I'm trying to get logic in. So, we have the USC Trojans that play out of the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. And you have the UCLA Bruins, which play out of the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, also within the Los Angeles area. So the big question that's been very plaguing to me is, where the hell is the logic behind the whole transferring the two schools into the Big Ten program? Here's a little visual explanation on how widespread the Big Ten map is prior to the addition of UCLA and USC. As you can see, Nebraska is as far west as the Big Ten Conference has ever gotten. And now they're going to be a Big 16 conference with the addition of USC and UCLA. Those travel expenses for anyone daring to face off against the USC and UCLA and conference action is going to be immense. I mean, the whole point of conferences, or at least as far as my understanding has gone, is you try to keep all the teams within a certain region. For example, you have the SEC, or the Southeastern Conference, which typically consists of football teams and other sports teams within those colleges and universities within the southeastern portion of the United States, as demonstrated by this map right here. And basically, there are pretty much no outliers whatsoever. And then you have the ACC, or the Atlantic Coast Conference, which consists of these schools on this map right here. And yes, I am aware this map does include Notre Dame, even though Notre Dame is an independent program in accordance to football, but they are an ACC school to pretty much all the other programs. And then prior to the exodus of USC and UCLA, you have this big Pacific 12 map right here. And it makes mostly a lot of sense. The only two teams that I would not expect to be into the Pacific zone are Utah and Colorado, but they're west enough, so. And then you have the Big 12, which is mostly centered in the middle of the United States, which includes these schools. Okay, seeing that BYU and all that stuff is there, okay, maybe not a good example. But yeah, the question I'm posing to you guys is, where's the logic in that? Huh?